Today's Democrat Party is the bad crowd. You got liars, bullies, fools. Is that a Judge Pirro book? They're terrorizing the country. And the new darling of the party is John Fetterman. We feel bad for the guy, but he's making a fool out of Congress, and that is hard to do. This is how he showed up to a press conference today on the debt ceiling. Everybody else dressed like a professional. Not Fetterman. Guy's wearing gym shorts and a sweatshirt. He's disrespecting the institution. He's disrespecting himself, and he's disrespecting the voters. MSNBC compares Fetterman to Abe Lincoln. So imagine if Abe Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address in a hoodie. It's not like times have changed and every senator is in gym clothes. He's the only one. And his policies match the outfit. Here he is saying single, healthy adult males with no children shouldn't even have to try to find work to get food stamps.
The Republicans want to give a work requirement for SNAP. You know, for a hungry family has to have this kind of penalties or some kinds of working required. Shouldn't you have a working requirement after we sell your bank with billions of your bank?
Fetterman's a sloppy prop. He can't persuade anybody about anything. But persuasion doesn't matter anymore. Neither does talent or qualifications, for that matter. With the Democrats mastering mail-in ballots, drop boxes, ballot harvesting, they can nominate a can of tuna fish and drag it across the finish line in the general. Democrats aren't even looking for bright candidates anymore. Being smart and independent disqualifies you in Democratic politics. They're looking for dumb rubber stampers who shatter. Put the prop with the bad ticker in the Carhartt and just make them vote for the hospital. The bigger the victim, the better. Mesh shorts, high tops, goatee. Looks like your average middle-class white guy. Salt of the earth, right? Except he votes for China and trans surgeries for 6-year-olds. You feel sorry for the yes man, but that's your problem. That's how they get you. You can't criticize Fetterman or you're an ableist, even though he was a slob before the heart attack. It's a conveyor belt with these people. This woman's name right here is Ana de Alba. And Biden nominated her to serve on the Court of Appeals, Ninth Circuit. She's the first Latina judge on the Eastern District Court in California, which is great. I'll clap. But is she qualified?
Tell me about the dormant Commerce Clause.
Senator, I'm somewhat familiar with the Commerce Clause, which is found in Article 1 of the Constitution.
Well, it was a big Supreme Court case that just came out of your state.
And I apologize, Senator. In my 11 years of practice and my 5 years on the bench, I have not dealt with the dormant Commerce Clause, but if I am so fortunate enough to be confirmed and have to deal with it in the future, I would certainly research it and, be prepared.
The less you know about the law, the better. It's the shattering that gets you ahead. How many times have we shown you Senator Kennedy asking Biden's nominees basic questions, having them sit there and go, But that's the whole point. If you're qualified, you might actually see things objectively and occasionally rule against Democrat policies. But if you're a lightweight who shatters, hey, you're just happy to be there. You don't have to think. You just rule from the bench like an actress. Smack the gavel down the same way every time. Now, the bad crowd needs their bullies, too. Watch Democrat Jamal Bowman bully Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Come on now, save the party, save America, save the children, do something about guns. Come on, invest in education. The border is what Trump left me. What are you talking about?
Where are the migrant
What
children?
kids?
You can't find them.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, migrant children missing.
No, we don't.
What's with this guy? Screaming slogans in his colleague's face, standing over her, pointing at her. She's a member of Congress. He's the only guy in the squad, so maybe that's why he's acting like a real housewife. But show some class, Congressman. I mean, I'm not saying you're bullying her, like, you know how they say bullying, but because I'm not here to protect Congresswomen. They can protect themselves, but show a little dignity. You guys are supposed to be legislating together. Cable news anchors, we're the ones that are supposed to be looking like children, screaming talking points at others across the desk, pointing. Somehow I'm thinking of Jessica Tarloff. But the congresswoman didn't like it. Listen.
I think there's a lot of concern about Jamal Bowman. And I am concerned about it. I feel threatened by him.
Imagine Bowman's white and Green was black, and that's how they acted? Okay, but race has nothing to do with it. Everybody knows that, except Bowman the bully. The bully now says he's the victim.
Unfortunately, this country has a history of characterizing black men who are outspoken, who stand their ground, and who push back as being threatening or intimidating. So she's not even using a dog whistle. She's using a bullhorn to put a target on my back. This is the same reason why Mike Brown was killed. This is one of the reasons why Emmett Till was killed. And throughout history, black men have continued to be characterized as aggressive.
Okay, so everyone's off limits now? Sloppy props, lightweight Latina judges, and bullies who happen to be black? And this wasn't the first time he screamed at Green.
Now let's talk about the truth. Now let's talk about the truth. Get out of here. Marjorie Taylor Greene needs to take her back to Washington. New York City stood up to Marjorie Taylor Greene to let her know, get the hell out of here. Don't open one word in our freaking city.
Congresswoman Bowman's a perfect gentleman. And if you say otherwise, you're a racist. And then you have the liars. Adam Schiff lied so long, he started believing it.
Well, there's clear evidence on the issue of collusion, and this adds to that body of evidence. There's ample evidence of collusion in plain sight, and that is true.
Have Democrats found any evidence of collusion?
Yes, we have. You can see evidence in plain sight on the issue of collusion, pretty compelling evidence. There is significant evidence of collusion between the campaign and Russia.
Mueller, Horowitz, and Durham, two special counsels and one inspector general found no collusion. Adam Schiff was booted from the House Intelligence Committee, so the guy's career's over, right? No. A Democrat who lies that well deserves a promotion. And that's why Adam Schiff's the front runner for Dianne Feinstein's Senate seat. If Schiff changes genders, I mean, the guy's a shoo-in for president. But for a straight white male, Joe Biden has the best resume of any Democrat, a corrupt, aging plagiarist, and literally the only man to sleep his way to the top. Only Joe Biden can break the border and call it better.
No, you see it.
Remember when Trump said some bad hombres were breaking through the border, rapists, and the media killed him for it? Well, this guy right there, he's an illegal alien who was released by the Biden administration. He had a criminal record, and he just raped a girl in Alabama. So Joe Biden's letting rapists into the country, and Primetime's the only national media reporting this. Liars, Fools, and Bullies, Piro's next book title. But you can't say it, or you're an ageist, ableist, sexist, racist, anti-immigrant bigot. The strategy the Democrats are using to silence you and push their agenda only works because you allow it to work. So speak up.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.